Hello to all! On a lovely day like this, I have a lovely subject for conversation. The queen of all flowers. If whoever says he does not like roses, it means that this whoever have never seen roses. Everybody likes roses. Marvelous flower in all possible colors, from white to almost blue. And the rose fragrance and the moonlight, so incredibly sentimental. And the way this flower was born. One grey rainy day, the ancient Greek goddess of flowers found the breathless body of an adorable nymph. She was extremely dramatized, and she even couldn't think about just burying such a beauty into the ground. She definitely decided to revive the poor girl. She asked everybody in a cloud palace above Olympus to help her. The goddess of love gave her the attraction. The god of wine, sweet-smelling nectar. She also got charm, splendor and joy from the three graces. The god of the west wind blowed the dark clouds away so that the god of the sun could shed the light. With all these gifts, she started the reanimation. The result was the rose. The best the goddess of flowers could do. If it happened this way, it was more than 30 million years ago. It means that genus Rosa survived dinosaurs, the Ice Age, the global warming of climate, continental drift, whatever could have happened in such a long time. Incredible strength of will for a fragile flower. At the beginning, all roses were wild. Each continent, except Australia and Antarctica, has its native wild roses. These are shrubs with straight or arch stems and high density of thorns. Most of them bloom once a year, with flowers, of course. The flowers mostly single, 5 or 7 petals. Most of them are pink, when a few are white or red. And most of them have strong, irresistible fragrance. The flowers are followed by fruit or hips. One more legend. Brahma, the creator of the world, and Vishnu, the defender of the world, had a disagreement about the most beautiful flower in the world. Brahma said it was the lotus, and Vishnu insisted that it was the rose. Only Brahma had never seen the rose before. When Vishnu showed him the rose, Brahma changed his mind straight away. To thank Vishnu for introduction of the most beautiful flower in the world, Brahma made him a bride from 108 big and 1008 small rose petals, and he called her Lakshmi. Now, the question is, how it is possible that the creator of the whole world, including the rose, had never seen the rose before? Simple. The rose Vishnu showed to Brahma was a hybrid cultivar created by a human. From then up to now, there is no other flower that kept gardeners busy creating different varieties. The thing is that rose is the first and the most commercially grown flower. In the ancient times, it was for petals. Nowadays, for flowers as whole. In the Roman Empire was the huge demand for rose oil and rose water. Besides, Roman aristocracy filled their baths and fountains with rose petals. They also used them for special occasions and festivities as confetti or floor covering. The Romans literally walked on roses, knee-deep in some cases. To follow such demand, the growers needed permanently or at least repeatedly blooming, strongly perfumed flowers with as many as possible petals. Not a single wild rose could do it, so the gardeners stubbornly crossbred till they got what they wanted. That's how the old garden rose appeared. In the European Dark Middle Ages, there was no place, no time, and no money for growing luxurious flowers. Yet the rose was not forgotten. It served as emblem for adel families, and they also gave her name to the English war. The real renaissance of the rose in Europe started when the spouse of Napoleon Bonaparte ordered to build a rose garden in her castle, Malmaison. Thanks to her, rose became the new trend of French fashion, the must-have in every garden. And professional growers got a very good reason to restart their crossbreeding activity. The consequence is the appearance of the modern roses. In 1867, French breeder introduced his hybrid La France, the very first flower with slightly rolled outer petals. The next challenge was the yellow rose. Old garden and modern roses had white or reddish colors. The best on the market was crème, almost yellow. And it took a while to create a really yellow flower. Present-day pursuit is the black and the blue rose. If you see an absolutely black or absolutely blue roses, be sure that they were falsified. By adding colorants to water, you can quickly make roses of any crazy color. But this method looks very much like cheating, isn't it? The best black rose now is actually very dark red, and the best blue is very dark purple. Never mind, there are enough other eccentric variations.
Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens dans moi mon cœur qui bat. Des nuits d'amour à plus finir, un grand bonheur qui prend sa place, des ennuis, des chagrins s'effacent, heureux, heureux, à en mourir. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est toi pour moi, moi pour toi dans la vie. Tu me l'as dit, pas juré pour la vie. Dès que je t'aperçois, alors je sens dans moi mon cœur qui bat. La, 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 la,
It was my pleasure to make this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If so, then let me know by sending your likes. See you soon in Mama's garden.